all two deals of it. One thing about it, I can wash mine with a wash rag now, I don't have to worry about a lot of scrubbing.
I'm gonna have auditors at 8:30 in the morning.
There you go.
I don't have that.
That's bad when you use auditors as excuse. That's it.
Yeah,
I'll move for the approval.
second.
I didn't say public discussion, go ahead, yeah. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any no warnings?
I thought it was a very good meeting with Cindy Bird and Cheryl Wilson at Echo on.
You mean you were there?
She's in the hallway.
Nope.
I didn't want to say that
I
because
was
you,
there before class even began, and I stayed through the whole entire duration.
they promoted that one that morning. Till the third time she said, in my opinion, that's when I got up and left.
No, why is that way? Friday's deadline.
Okay, so you want it in Friday? Noon, 5. I'll put noon.
You might get by 5 then.
You might get it by 5.
I enjoyed Mike Turpin and what you.
I did too.
No, that's good.
They did have a good deal.
That was a pretty good deal.
Never thought about that way.
So when we're gonna switch all the courthouse over to hourly?
Yeah.
I asked my brother, and he said as long as nobody is not getting paid for overtime, which in the policy it states that we don't get overtime in the courthouse. So he says we're fine.
Mm.
But he says it would be very easy. I mean, he said we just need to show,
Yeah, technically, according to that law, the way it was put out there,
Right.
he said clearly, he said if you do not make that
which is
47,000
fine.
change.
We can change everybody to hourly and just put in 173 hours for the month and just pay them that way if we want to. You guys tell me what to do. We don't have to do
What do you
it.
wanna do on that, Stan?
Once, I don't know.
Camera's rolling.
And it's not on the agenda.
He hadn't been sworn in yet. He's got that.
We ought to do it though, hadn't we?
Swear in.
Bad too.
It's under public discussion, isn't it, Chairman?
Yeah, maybe item on this agenda.
Unforeseen business.
Right.
Because it was an emergency. We found out about it after the agenda was posted.
True.
That's right.
Found out it last week and I pushed the agenda before I left.
We're getting better at it.
All right. Breaking the laws.
I'll put it on next minute, a week's meeting then.
Okay, I'll research that law a little closer too.
So that would be, because already, he said most of the counties were getting in trouble with their emergency management, but she's already hourly, so we're fine there.
Do you want to show these POs to Stan, what we're signing, why we're signing it? We'll start dragging him on into this.
Get him over.
I just think I was gonna do it, and I was sitting there thinking, nah, I gotta keep signing this. Show them the difference between a PO and a blanket, just a blanket and a regular PO.
On a blanket, we have to have the requisitioning signed, so that was the whole purpose of us getting our new little requisitioning form, is because those have to be signed before a PO number is given out. On a blanket, this does not have to be signed because it is basically just an open PO for the whole month, like if you're gonna, they normally put on for, T.H. Rogers and Cherokee, Auto Parts and, as far as Jackman's
Ace.
Automotive and Ace. And that means that they, and then they can be very vague and they can just have supplies here, but that is the only time you can be vague on a PO is when it is a blanket, and then we marked here. And the blankets have to be signed before anything's charged, they have to go through the meeting, so.
They're signed ahead of time.
Yeah,
I don't know, trailer.
and then the blankets, also are signed at the very bottom then, stating that they approve all the purchases.
Huh?
All these are still just regular POs.
Why and how it fits into the scope of your work and.
Used to go on like this.
It doesn't matter. We tried, the only time we really try to keep them in order is if there was a, previous physical year PO.
One time when a previous county clerk gave us a bunch of trouble and make us mad, we handle one this way, one this way, one this way.
I just hand them over to Kathy.
And I was sitting
She's
on
one
that at
that
the
gets
table.
She's the one that gets mad at it, not me.
No, this was previous to you.
Oh.
Previous clerk, yes.
So to make a
Yeah.
purchase order complete, we have to now have the requisitioning form, which comes in first. You have to have the original invoice, but did you guys notice that in the meeting? She said that a faxed or an email one is okay. I'm not going.
It even says that in this book.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, everything that we've been preaching at all along just got shot out the window in the meeting, and then they do their receiving report.
They're right there, via email, fax, or in person.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about invoice. Yeah, the requisitioning form is fine.
Oh.
But now they're
Personal
saying that a
requisition.
faxed invoice is okay. I'm like going,
Yeah.
you have never allowed that.
Right.
It's probably
Some
not
of them has
a
it.
faxed copy of the original, it's probably a faxed version.
Yeah, but a fax actually makes a copy either
Right,
way.
right. We've never
So,
been
I
allowed
mean-
to have a faxed invoice. So anyway, your receiving officer does your receiving report, and they're basically, and they have to itemize it out. They just can't say supplies on it, it has to be an itemized receiving report of what all was received.
We used to be able to say supply, not that.
The purchase order must be put on before the purchase is made. The money has to be encumbered before you can go to the store to buy it.
Page 14.
Toby signs, as a chairman, he signs for
Too damn much stuff.
the EMS, he signs, he's a,
You close on that?
requisitioning officer for the EMS for all of the,
Four sidebar ads, what's a sidebar?
fire
ad?
departments. A requisitioning officer and a receiving officer has to be a county employee. So that threw it into a ringer on our fire
Oh,
departments
that's those side
and
ones
our
they have
EMS,
with
because
the
EMS is
center.
not considered employees.
I'm
because
gonna
we
think,
don't
huh?
do-
That's a
Even
question
though
for
they're
them
top
girls.
of the county EMS.
Yeah,
So, that kinda made a change.
well, one's sleep, they're,
He's asking about your sidebar ads. Ain't that the ones on the side where they have the classifieds in the middle?
I think so.
This one's actually a blanket, so it was just put on for publications. This is all
Won't be
of our
very
meeting
warm in the winter,
publications. No, this is fairgrounds, so this is all of their, ads. So he is putting sidebar ads on there. And then here's their invoice. On a blanket, you don't have to have a
I know
requisition
that.
form
Fairgrounds
because you're
always
just
puts
putting a
them
blanket
inside.
on.
So that's gotta be.
This
what
was
that is.
signed prior to the meeting, when the blankets were first put on, and then Toby signs down here,
So,
that all the items on there were
Where's the
encumbered.
blanket we're saying?
Mhm.
yes.
4 o'clock.
There's two more blankets. Oh, it's just a picture. But at any time through the meeting, as these are coming through, the commissioners as a board has the right to not pay something. They're the only ones that have the right to.
And then, like, if I don't wanna pay this number 800, when I make the motion to approve it, I'd say I make the motion to approve all withholding 800. You just hold one out like that.
There's a blanket.
No, no, I said like when it died because of lack of a second anyways.
See, like a flaming gun parts and supplies.
What, I'm sorry?
The flaming automobile parts and supplies, that a blanket too?
Yes, but it's a blanket, as long as it's a blanket, you can put supplies on it, but if it is not a blanket, you have to be very specific.
Yeah.
Both of them were blankets.
We're gonna have to start making bigger X's.
That's fuel, so
The fuel,
Yeah. I know.
the fuel we have to, well, not for the sheriff, when the guys get fuel, we have to bid that every single time, because normally it's always over $15,000. So the, district will call us and say, hey, I need fuel, we'll take the amounts and where they want it delivered to. We'll go ahead and check with the other two,
Yeah.
districts to see if they need fuel also, because the more we order, the lower the price that we
Look
can
big
usually
X
get.
up there.
And so then we'll call out to 3 vendors and ask
you do
them
that from your office.
from, yeah, unless you wanna come up and do it, we would love you to know in.
I was
Yeah.
just thinking, raw.
Yeah, we do that.
I mean, that's why I missed their blanks, but it was the X.
2.
We, and then we call 3 vendors and they bid on them, then if it's not one of our normal vendors that knows where everything's at, I'll call the commissioner, or Kathy will call the commissioner and say, hey, this vendor got it this time, I gave him your number, can you tell him? But most of the vendors know where all the,
Something I look for, I don't know if you've noticed or not, a lot of times when we're going through these, a lot of them I'll slide right through and other ones I'll look at. You know, and ones like where it's for supplies, you might wanna look at them, because if it's something comes up that they can't be buying, you'll catch it. But if it's something like a AC bill, there's really nothing to look at, cause
Yeah.
you can't tell me, I can't tell you whether that much juice is used or not.
Utilities and all that.
Yeah.
yeah, you have the right to look at any of them. And some of the, county clerk's offices will let the guys come up and look at them ahead of time, and they sign them ahead of time. I've always been told, and the statute says that it will be signed in the meeting, so that's why we stick with that. But you can look at any time. We have a cutoff at 4:30 on Thursday for anything to be paid on Monday. So, that gives us, a day to try to get everything in. I have 2 people verify them in my office that everything is correct, and then I verify it again before it comes to the meeting. So hopefully nothing has slipped by that we have a wrong date. Your PO has to be dated before anything, except for your requisitioning. I mean, your requisitioning date and your purchase date should be the same. But your receiving report and your invoice cannot be dated before, or it's out of compliance. That would be the whole idea of encumbering the purchase before it's made. Okay. What happens?
Sheriff's office issues cell phone.
Do what?
The sheriff's office issues cell phone.
Yes, yes.
And you can, as commissioner, I always did it just because,
Going up here too.
you know, and mine's unlimited minutes, and it's, plus you're subject to audit. I mean, if you're carrying if your wife would happen to call you on that county cell phone,
Right.
if they deem it a personal call,
Mhm.
you're in a bind.
Oh.
One bad enough, let me get,
You know,
I didn't notice that was 4 shotguns. I seen it a high price shotgun.
yeah, he told me the other day he was gonna get 4 of them.
Good at shooting.
What we discussed earlier, the 6-month bids. 6-month bids are commonly used items, so the
Yeah,
commissioners have a
some of those
list
are
of
crap.
commonly used items, so every 6 months we go out, for 6-month bids.
870s.
So then, you don't have to call and get quotes, you know it's the lowest price because we've sent out for bids on
They
them.
must go on the wall.
Anytime you buy something off 6-month bids, please try to tell my office, because we need to specifically put on here that it was off of 6-month bids. So then they know if it was 49,000,
County or-
oh, you guys have bid this off of 6-month bids.
I mean, people get stabbed in jail.
And on the little requisitioning form, it has a spot for whether it's on 6-month bids, so as they send it in, instead of them having to tell us now, then they just circled that it was off the 6-month bids, and then we put it on, if it was a yes, then we put it on the purchase order itself, that it was off the
Something on
6-month
the
bids.
racetrack and smoke more, yeah. It's an interesting town. You think it's bad, it's really Nescatonga. That's Jay's town now.
Each of you have kind of a little town. Chad's got Carmen.
Oh, they got two coming down.
Is there a new bar going in Helena?
Supposedly,
Got a beer license, I didn't know where, the Gambler?
huh?
Sure,
They're going to call it the Gambler?
I think-
election was gonna get dangerous by all that shot.
All the shotguns?
They got the beer license.
I didn't know it that way.
What they gotta do to get a beer
Alright.
license?
They just have to open
When we pay for travel
Same
back
price that they're
or
gonna fund
reimbursement for meals,
Do you
they
remember
have
where the
sale
Cottonwood Club
nights.
was there at one
Yep.
time? That
For a
gin bar
meeting
on Main
before we
Street,
reimburse
I think
meals.
that's where it's gonna be.
If they stay all night, then we reimburse for their travel,
Right.
their room should be put on as a purchase order though.
Sherry
I know it happens on occasion when they cannot get that put on that way,
It's not too far from County
but
Barn.
we're
but
still
it's
supposed to
away.
use a vendor that accepts POs. And then you, pay for their meals. There's no gratuity on their meals. If you wanna tip them $20 and then give you $10 back, cause you know you're gonna get reimbursed, no. We do not do gratuity, and, we put that in our handbook.
I move for the approval.
Second,
All in favor? Aye.
aye.
And that's something else, if you actually get the motel room on your own, instead of going through the PO and ask for reimbursement, you lose that tax.
Yeah.
Because county's tax-free.
Right.
So if you pay that tax, county's not gonna reimburse you for that
For the
tax, so
tax.
you're
That's
heading
why
to
it
PO
shows.
it. And
But it is getting harder to find.
it is, and there may be occasions where you can't, but I mean, if you can, that's the best route.
Blanket purchase orders.
There's a couple in here for you, Nancy, I just pulled them off, where I signed them late, so I'll hand those back to you.
Keep these separate.
Looks good.
Do I need to sign every one of these? Yeah, I probably do, don't I?
Sign who, I'm sorry?
No, it's ambulance.
Yes.
No.
Supposed to be changed as, okay, so I need to get PO 1786.
Yeah, I'm putting a blanket on for our gravel now, so this will cover the gravel we get
Did you say
from
you
now
wanted
till
me to
this
hand
one
these
runs
back
out.
to you, or
No, you take them, you didn't ever have them.
Yeah.
County Sheriff,
We have to acknowledge, who the blankets were for. This is, they're putting the blanket on to begin with, this one wasn't put on as a blanket, so we didn't get it as a blanket, so I'll made myself a note to go into that one and change it. And so we're just acknowledging their signing the requisitioning for these blankets.
USGIP.
Sheriff and what?
USGIP.
Oh, I
I
don't
don't
know.
add on that, just the
Yeah.
sheriff,
Okay, it's there.
District 1 and 2 both.
this is one.
Sorry for the confusion on that one.
It's all right.
I didn't want them to have to wait till another week, so when I signed them, I just brought them over.
How in the rescue, they,
What?
how in the rescue, they, yeah.
Yeah.
Darn. Which way we going with these?
That way.
This one too?
I move for the approval.
Yes, that's Helena Rescue.
All in favor, Chairman?
Aye.
I'm still getting done on Nancy, keep giving one at a time, and
Still worried about your guitars there.
There's this- there's this-
There's another one.
The rest of these are District 30s, aren't they?
I don't know. So far, it's in District Three,
There's two more.
County Sheriff. You hear that?
This one says copy, that second one says copy, but there's one more than.
Top one signed.
County Sheriff. You got all that?
I think so.
come from both ways. Maybe you get paid the big bucks. Oh, hell yeah. That's literally.
The very
Make a
first
motion
meeting,
on it.
they'll
in a
swear you
second.
in.
Yeah.
All in favor?
The very
Yeah.
first thing they'll do is nominate a chairman, nominate somebody before they've been nominated you. I mean, fast, I mean, because, yeah.
I got that
pronto.
mastered.
You got it
This
mastered.
is your brother-in-law deal here, we know who you're nominating, okay?
Road crossing
I'll try
permits.
to like throw something or
You
remind
guys
you
are
or
brother-in-laws?
something.
On this issue, we are.
What'd you say?
I thought maybe there's a little family tie I didn't know about through
No,
here
no,
somewhere.
no, strictly business.
Chad was a master of nominating somebody else for him, chairman.
Before I even said a word.
Yeah, before he even got. These are road crossing permits.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
They all have to go through the meeting. Oh, that's kind of old there. And then the originals are stored in my office.
Can't unsee that.
This one is in our area. It's a temporary water line.
Okay.
There's the location of the map.
It does look
They
like a February.
marked on there where it goes to. And this is what Jay's getting into out there. We can't find a permit on, they dumped it out in the road and now you can't find the owner of it because they didn't file a permit apparently.
Take a chainsaw and cut it in two.
You got signed, Jay?
We already broke it once, and I said, don't worry about it,
You do that.
or cut it.
No.
We can't mow any of the ditches out there, cause then later on,
But if they got a permit, then you can't cut it, right?
well, unless they don't put it where they're supposed to.
Yeah.
They're
But this
supposed to put it
permit,
on the
you're
back
like-
road.
Yeah, you're allowing it, but I mean, we have terms for these permit. They can't
Yes.
just go out and do what they want. But I mean, if they don't do a permit, then I mean, we can roll it up, whatever we have to do. It becomes our possession.
What's the
at
monthly
that
office
time.
report, right?
I need a motion.
I make the motion.
Second.
I already did, didn't I?
Yeah, it was Toby and Jay.
Toby and Jay.
Oh,
All
sorry, I
in-
didn't hear it.
All in favor?
Yeah.
There should be 4 of them now.
See where to sign. Or just on the front.
And it's
Uh-huh.
Every officer, by statute, has to turn in an officer report every month. And this basically states their transactions that have went through, have been paid, through their accounts. So we have the commissioners are. We can even hold their travel check if they do not submit them, so.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Okay.
Transfers from Cash SJ8, Nescatonga responders to Cash HJ7, A and B, rescued correct PO 1581 for $750.
We do not have to take any action on this. I misunderstood Kathy. I asked her if it had been paid. She said yes, it had been paid. It had not been paid. That was one of the ones that you guys signed today. So I called the auditor's office. She said just make a comment and note it, document it, that I had put it on for Amory Byron instead of, Nescatonga.
That was the accident out there.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep. Jay had come in and told me about it, and I assumed, and you shouldn't assume, you should don't ever, never assume. I assumed it was A and B, and it was not, it was Nescatonga, so we do not have
No
that funding
action,
on that.
moving on.
No, yeah, no action. Jay's trying to take Nescatonga's money, is what it is.
Yeah, right.
There's Coffee Products Incorporated, monthly maintenance agreement
Oh.
for 3
Go to the next one, I've got to
Yes.
go get that from Valerie.
2017 interlocal agreement with designation of board member resolution for CD8.
I'm gonna make the motion to appoint Toby Walker and Stan Tucker's the backup, secondary.
I'll pay you after the meeting.
It's not for 17, it's not till 17.
So we can do that before he's pulled in? Okay, that's fine, I just didn't know whether we could or not.
Second.
I know
third.
Technically,
I know
mine
we
went
could.
set up by, you wouldn't necessarily have to be a county commissioner.
Oh, you're right, you're correct there.
We could actually appoint
Appoint
a
a
road
foreman or
foreman
something.
or,
Yep, you're right there, okay.
I've done CD as road foreman.
Yeah, you did.
You are correct.
You gonna keep short guy out of it, are you?
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, lunch?
Do I have a second?
Told you I'd
Yeah,
pay,
he seconded it.
told you I'd pay you after the meeting.
Better take me, cause
Kyle's hungry too.
it's not a legal meeting.
All in favor?
Aye.
Just won't get a
You
sign
gonna
of
vote,
it.
you gonna vote no on it?
He's there anyway.
Yeah, it won't matter.
There's 2 copies of that one there, one for us to keep an original and one to keep the other.
Just
And I-
cross your eyes the first time. Okay.
I'll run, if somebody will tell me who does that, I'll go get the thing from Valerie.
Memorandum of understanding for copy and continued regional transportation planning for the county of Alfalfa and North Pro. This is interesting.
There's 2 of them there.
Let's see, Jay.
And I'm pretty sure if you were the backup, you might show up.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, the reviews, because she still had the Merle on there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Who's this for?
That's an mouthful.
It's, yeah, North Pro. It's part of the NODA deal. And we, must have been in K County, Grant County, a 30-year planning deal for your highways and everything else.
This is the maintenance agreement on Valerie's 3 new printers. She got quotes and everything from several of them, and Dirk's was the lowest.
On a maintenance agreement,
Yep,
you already got computers,
printers.
printers. So
Yes, we signed the PO for you today.
Yep,
what was the, oh,
sorry, I meant to get that earlier from her, and she was gonna come to the meeting, but
you
then.
signed this mirror.
You, you are the boss.
Who was the?
On the North Pole, did we ever do anything?
No, we actually didn't.
I make a
We
motion,
signed it.
I make a motion to approve.
Second.
Aye.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you.
right, yeah.
You gotta help Toby through the meetings when you get in here too.
Oh, hush.
Toby's gonna be in big trouble.
I'm just sitting there thinking, you know, it's a 30-year deal, how do you gonna know what
Yeah,
you need to do in 30 years?
Sounds good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just needs to be dated.
You're asking me that on a date, Toby? You.
You're welcome. I'm supposed to take that letter back Wednesday, right?
Yeah, that's why we did 2. They'll have it signed there, but I needed a copy to keep, or an original to keep here, and then they'll send an original back, but yes, I will give that to you.
Not Wednesday, but Thursday.
Thursday?
Mhm.
Did we do a motion under?
No.
I move to approve that.
Right.
Second. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any unforeseen business, Kyle?
I don't have any.
Anybody else?
I make the motion we adjourn.
Second.
All in favor, aye?